All right, we are live.
Hey, Dow.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is Instagram,
here. Your Facebook and my Facebook.
And your Facebook. Hello,
everyone.
Hey. What y'all up to? Yes, we are here.
We made it.
Finally.
We finally made it.
Y'all know how that goes. Black people time. How was everyone's New Year's? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We made it, y'all. A whole new decade.
Yeah.
On the horizon. We're 2 days
Hey,
in.
Joe.
How does everybody feel?
You got people?
Got one strangler.
Mm-hmm. I got 4. I hate how it never tells me, like, who the whole, like, 4.
I know.
Because it's just like, well, who are you guys? Well, let me make sure I fix my shirt so, titty don't pop out. That's my little sister. Hey, Diane.
Hey. Give it away.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We made it.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, because I know we're on 3 different
things.
This shit is low-key dope.
It is dope.
It is dope.
See,
okay.
Welcome.
I'm Bryt.
I'm Kit.
And we are your hosts of Ish Happens Podcast. And this shit is kind of awkward because you gotta
keep it on the swivel. Gotta keep it on the swivel. Just like on TV.
Oh yeah, I could, I guess, swivel it up. You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
But yeah, Happy New Year.
Yes.
What did everybody do for New Year's?
I hope they've enjoyed themselves because for the most part, it's been a struggle with 2019. So I think I'm excited, afresh, and anew for a new year.
Okay, I'm just glad you didn't say it's been a struggle for 2020. I was like, damn, it's only 2 days. Like, what happened to you?
Oh, I'm on a new horizon, honey. I am. Hey, Kev. Hey, Big Kev. Definitely on a new horizon. Like, it's time for a change. Mm-hmm. It's time to just do things and not just say I'm gonna do it.
Hey, Alexis.
Hey.
Hey, Uncle Ronnie.
Hey, now.
That's my grandfather's brother. He looks just like my grandfather. And when I was younger, at my grandparents' wedding, all his brothers thought it was funny to, like, pretend they were Papa. Because, when you're a little kid, like, you can't really tell it. Like, you can tell the difference, but you can't. It's like when you see those videos of, like, toddlers or whatever, and they're looking between the twin parents, and they're like,
which one?
Which one? So, yeah.
That's hilarious. I can't.
But, yeah, no, seriously. I hope your 2020 wasn't a struggle. I was just like...
No, it wasn't
It's only the second day.
Made it. Yeah, we just got here.
I
got some time before I call it anything. But what I do believe it to be is going to be a very, very prosperous, exciting era. I do believe in that. It's going to be awesome.
Yo, do you know how it only takes a moment for your life to change. And you have a whole year. Like, every day is a new opportunity.
Every single day.
Every day is a new opportunity.
That's how I look at it. Every day I wake up, it's another chance to do something new.
So... And January is usually a long-ass month.
It's so fucking long.
It's like, so January is a year in itself. Like, we in for a long... Where can I get a hat like that? First of all, Joe,
this is... She be with it, okay?
Let me tell you. This is technically a turban, but all you gotta do is take yourself to the beauty supply store. It was $4.99. I think I bought like 5. Yeah, beauty supply store. Same place where I get the stuff for my weave and my eyelashes, Joe. I'm a black woman. Where do the black women go to get themselves together?
It's not many in my neighborhood because I don't know where a beauty supply store is.
Girl, you live in Newport News. First of all, she lives in Newport News. For her to say she doesn't know where...
I haven't been to a beauty supply store in years, honey.
But there's one on every corner in Newport News, so I'm confused.
Not where I live. Have you seen a beauty supply store where I live?
I bet you if you Google it, it's going to be one right across.
It's going to be like 25.
Where's your nearest Chinese food restaurant?
I have no idea. I eat Thai food.
I can't even. Let me get one of them turbans you got for the free. I look.
Right.
What color you want?
On my damn
you know what? Have you listened to the episode? Have you listened to our podcast
Has anyone listened to the podcast episode?
Has anyone listened to the episodes? Honestly, what I want to start doing is do like a little trivia recap thing. Mm-hmm. No, I'm thinking about that would be a good thing to do, to see if people actually supporting or if y'all just liking. Are y'all just liking and sharing?
Don't be the year just liking. Everyone needs to be productive.
I think I would like to do like, they had to really listen, like grab a trivia question off of what we talked about, and you had to actually listen to the episode to be able to answer it correctly.
Pretty much.
And then do like some giveaways or some shit. I got my cousin Shauna. Hey, Shauna. And then I got Lala Lily. And
I can't touch mine so far.
Okay. You got Amy Downs. I'm going to wave at her. Hey, Amy. Sharon Grant. Sharon. Oops, sorry, Sharon. Hey, Grant. So we going to wave at her too. We going to wave at everybody. Hey, Mike. Did you listen to the episode? Anybody peep the episode? We were thinking about, we were just talking about possibly doing like maybe a giveaway or just something like, you know, $10 ain't a lot. Like, I would do a Cash App like $10. Like, you'll buy somebody's lunch. Like, my lunch on average is like 10. So I could do like a 10 something. Or just lunch. Like a little.
That's a good lunch for $10.
Yeah, you could get a really good
lunch for $10. Yeah,
$10. Yes, you don't gotta go to the 7-Eleven and get your little $5 pizza. Go to Chipotle and treat yourself to a bowl. On me, but you gotta support, like
extra
support.
Chorizo.
Extra chorizo.
They have a vegan there too.
I know. I'm working right now. Let me go live with you. I'm in the Popo uniform. How do you request people to be in a live? I would actually like this. I've never seen you in uniform yet. Hey, Mama Sandra. And then Michelle, Lamont, Peteway. We got a nice little police officer.
Try to add button there.
Add button. Nah.
Dang, you even got all the options.
I could tell. It says choose your live mode. It's talking about live modes.
All right, what's that person there with the share?
Okay, well, that switches it. Okay, y'all didn't want to see.
Go to that person. Yeah, what's that?
And no, that's inviting friends to watch.
Oh, they trash.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's for me to write a comment.
Hit the live button. Nothing.
Joe, how do you go live? Your viewers. Oh, at least I finally figured out how to go. Who's up here, so I could call.
Who's up here?
So I could call y'all out. Joe, I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh, Miss. Why are you upset with me?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, but we really haven't connected in a long time. I would be upset at myself, too.
You gotta get your life right.
I do gotta, I've been so bad, and I think that it mainly comes from, you saw how I was when I got off of work. Like, it just be so much going on my mind, and it's like, I be wanting to reach out, or even do it to you. Like, I just be like, look, I had to take a day. Have not seen you in a while. I know, like, I have to come visit, or you have to come to Virginia. Cuzzo's on. Hey, Christina. Yes. Hey, Fran. So, enough shouting out. Have y'all listened to the episode? Because that's what I really want to know. Have y'all tuned in?
Participated in listening to our first ever podcast. We've tried our darndest, but we will continue to improve and strive for better. Trust and believe you me. Just the tip of the iceberg.
It's just the tip. Personally,
what she said.
Oh, not in Bertie anymore. Okay, please shoot me your number in a private message, or I will message you when this is over. And I'm also going to send you the link if you have not tuned in to our podcast episode yet. But personally, I haven't listened to the episode for real since I posted it. I am the one that does the editing.
Yeah, she's the genius here.
Not a genius. First of all, your girl be stressed out. Like,
but somebody's got to do it, smart. And you've taken it upon yourself as gracefully as you have to do it, and I appreciate it.
If it ever sounds jacked up, y'all please let me know.
Please
Don't be
know.
like, yes, sis,
right,
I love the episode. Keep doing it. No, and it sounds terrible.
Trash.
Please be honest.
Please keep us transparent, please.
Please keep us like we want honesty, we want transparency, all of that.
Hey, Big T. Hey now.
Hey. My, I will be waiting for your message. Awesome.
Can you reach my waves?
Oh, your waves.
Yeah, wave at my people then. Wave at Penn and wave at Big T.
Oh, hey y'all.
Hey now, welcome.
Welcome. Okay.
All right.
So, first episode, how society views success versus what is success? What is success? What did we determine that success was when we recorded that episode?
That moral of the story, it differs. Everyone's description or personal perspective of what success is, it all depends on that individual. Everyone has their own level that they want to reach and their own plateaus they want to stay on. So therefore, can't necessarily define what success is because everybody's an individual.
And what I would take also from that is just because it goes really honestly into not judging people, because you might not look at someone as successful and they could think they're the most successful person in the fucking world.
There you go, yeah.
And it really, y'all point of views are going to be
on opposite ends sometimes. It just is.
And it doesn't fucking matter, because at the end of the day, as long as you see yourself as successful, that's all that matters.
That's it. As long as when we go to dinner, you can afford your check. As long as when we travel, you can afford your tickets. I don't care.
One of the biggest things I will say that I learned, not only in 2019, because it was 2019, but it came towards the later end of the year, is that I don't look like what I be going through.
None of us really do.
Right. So with that being said, like, I used to think like, yo, people might see me on my phone. Like, I'll be on my phone pretending to text people. I'm actually checking my bank account, or just like texting Quinn and be like, yo, babe, send me some money. And just be talking like, and I'll order this and I'll be like, babe, I only got $2 and my meal is $15. Cash at me real quick. Like, or I'm about to add, like, send me your card number. I'm going to add it to my phone. I'm out with my friends and I didn't think they wanted to spend money. And I would be sitting there like, oh, everybody know I'm broke. Come on, Quinn. Shit!
Nobody knows you broke till you can't pay.
But no one knows you're broke till not only you can't pay, but honestly, until you tell them.
Pretty much. I was going to say that.
Until you tell them. Like, no one, like, you aren't as see-through as you think. Like, people...
Not if you don't allow it to be. Because some people either let it all out or it just happens to be out. And sometimes they don't care. Because if someone's willing and able to spend on them, then if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
True.
But maybe like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Definitely I need to tune in to our podcast.
Definitely listen. Yeah, definitely listen to the episode.
Thursday, so we're a little bit,
Yes, so
under inebriations now.
We are drinking. It's Thirsty Thursdays. This is something that we've decided to do every Thursday, because our episode airs every Wednesday. Y'all need to get drunk. Oh, we ain't lit enough. Okay, Cuzzo's saying we not lit enough.
Oh, we need more. All right,
hey, Auntie. Hi, Miss Gatlin. So,
all right, we need the wine then.
Miss Gatlin right here, actually, she used to be my daycare instructor. Like, when I was like 4 or 5 or something.
Oh, that's dope.
Yo, when I tell you my memory is crazy, I have memories of shit. Like, they'd be like, you can't properly remember stuff until you're about 4 or 5. And I'd be like, no, I remember stuff when I was 1. 1. I know it.
Now she's like,
nah.
I know.
That's when she was my daycare instructor. Excuse me. The fuck?
I have to fuck with you.
Why she want to fuck? You know what? We aren't drunk enough, though.
All right, time to go get the wine.
It's Thirsty Thursdays. Nikita.
Yes, ma'am.
Give them the rundown on who you are.
The rundown.
Give it to them.
I mean, my name's Nikita. I am of Jamaican American descent. I'm the middle of 3 girls. I'm originally from New York. Moved down here about 11 years ago. Now I'm a project manager assistant with a general contractor for military bases. And I am living my best life. We're starting this podcast. We're trying to get a fresh and a new with a different perspective on things. Just being able to reach out and connect to a whole bunch of different creatives in due time and do a whole bunch of different things. And just looking forward to all that's expected of this podcast overall, because I really feel like it's going to pop off. Like, we're just getting our feet off the ground, let alone flying anywhere. But nevertheless, I feel positive this year. I feel like this year is really about to be a fountain of blessings. Like, I feel it, between meeting new people, just networking, and just moving in different spaces. I think it's going to be pretty dope. How about you, Bryt?
Where did you leave off at?
I think I gave a good synopsis of who I am.
A good synopsis.
Oh, can you hit my waves?
Yeah, I got you. Wave and...
Make sure that bitch daddy body.
Wave.
Alright, that should be the last one.
That was... Okay.
Alright, bet.
Hey,
waves.
Hey, y'all. Let's see. Now that I figured out how to check who names is actually watching, I can see y'all names now. See, I got my loyal cousin, Shauna.
I know, she is faithful. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Shauna,
I hope to meet you one day, because you are definitely A1, okay?
Yes, Shauna. Yes.
You faithful, boo. You faithful.
Oh, you still got... She's got a message.
Oh, got a damn message.
That's how I usually put my phone
on vibrate.
No, I put that shit straight on Do Not Disturb. Because some people are just liable to call me and just be like... I know I told you. Okay, that's fine though. Moving on. I got my stepmommy watching. Oh, anyway, so you told them who you are as a person. Oh, you really do have a foot tattoo. Ooh, you got the toes painted white. Oh,
painted white, Brittany.
Yeah, mine are too. But mine needs a new fresh paint of white because...
Right, it's not the fade. But that's
Quinn stepped on my foot on New Year's, and when I took off my Uggs, I was just like...
Yeah, that happened.
My toenail polish is chapped. And he just thought that shit was funny, and it wasn't, to be honest. But it's alright.
I can't.
Hey, newcomers. So...
Hey, now.
Alright, so you told the people who you are.
I guess they got it, yeah.
I really gotta tell y'all who I am. Please. Y'all don't know who I am? Yo, I be blowing, especially Facebook. Hey podcast page, because y'all don't know who I am. So, and you know what, Nikita's page too, because y'all don't know who I am.
They don't know who I am, see?
Oh yeah, but Facebook. How many times I be bothering y'all on my live?
Almost every other day.
Y'all don't know who I am? Yeah, it is almost every... Y'all don't know who I am. Alright, but I'm Bryt. I'm 23.
I can't do.
I'm 23. I'm a college dropout. I have mental issues.
These are your bullet points, bro.
These are my bullet points.
I
have mental illnesses. And honestly, I'm just my fucking self. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, what do you guys want from me? Because you know what?
You should have came quicker so you could hear what I have said. It's just a little rundown.
I don't know what you want from me. I'm 23 and my name is Brittany. I am from Ahoskie, North Carolina, 252.
What do you do?
I am an insurance agent. I have my property and casualty, so I could sell you some car insurance or some homeowners insurance, or
Okay, and what are your expectations with the podcast and throughout 2020?
I still wanted to talk about being an insurance agent because I actually like selling life insurance, and that is my specialty. So I sell life insurance too. I'm licensed in all 50 states. If you need a policy, I'll be more than happy to educate you on the financial reasons on how you can create generational wealth for your family through a life insurance policy. What was your next question?
And what are your expectations for the podcast and throughout this year?
My expectations for the podcast and throughout this year would have to be for the podcast specifically. So I'm gonna. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna look over here at this Instagram because we are live on Instagram from the podcast page.
Yeah.
So my expectations for this podcast is honestly just for people to tune in. I want to see the audience grow, not only because people are listening.
My man Josh, I see you, man. Shout
Can't
out
wait
to you.
see more of. Oh, yay!
That's the homie.
We love feedback. But as far as the podcast, yeah, I don't want people to go to the Instagram page or the Facebook page and see numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want them to see numbers and be like, oh, that's the reason why. Like, if I see numbers, I want it to be engagement.
I wish right.
I like, even when we come live on Thursdays, like, I really honestly want engagement.
Yeah,
that way we can talk.
Interact with us.
Yes.
We're just here for conversation, if nothing more.
Yes, that's all I want.
We're not
engagement.
Here to preach. Yeah.
If I could have 100, honestly, because I think that's very obtainable by the end of 2020. And it's not that I'm lowballing us. Actually,
no,
I expect,
to me that's a lot.
Yeah, and it is a lot.
I don't have 100 friends. So 100 people to want to care to listen or watch.
Yes, 100 engaged people,
right?
Not just like. Yes, my cousin do this.
Dead ass like a chat room.
Or like I told you, like I texted you, like, hey, yeah, like listen to it. Like, no, I want 100 engaged, folks. Faithful, loyal fans by the end of 2020.
Supporters. That's
all I want. Supporters, fans, supporters. I can't wait to have dope. Not even just dope. Like, I want guests. I want guests on the show. I want to be able to, because I'm a very transparent person. So I want transparency in the guests that we have. Hey, y'all. And yeah, that's honestly my podcast goal. Like, I'm setting a SMART goal. I think 100 by the end of 2020, I think that's more than obtainable. And that's just being...
That's it, Natima. Yes.
Yes. See, impact over metrics. Yes.
Thank you, boo. You always speak in my heart.
I love that.
You get it.
I love that.
You always get it, girl. Girl. I gotta see you soon, girl. That's too long.
Actually, you know what? Great. That's why I have you. Honestly. Because it's when people do stuff like that, like, condense it for me. What am I trying to say in fewer words? Like, what am I trying to say in fewer words?
ABC.
What she said. Impact over metrics. That's what I want to see by the end of the year for 2020.
That's it. We just want to engage and collectively impact. That is the goal.
And I want I want transparent guests as well. Because I'm transparent and it's like...
And that provokes more thought for them to continue to correspond and interact and engage.
Hey. Yes. So... And then personal goals for 2020, nothing more than the usual. Getting out my own damn way, like just getting stuff done.
That's it.
And not.
I'm tired of speaking on it. I want to just do it.
And you know what? Honestly, I had started it that night. I was just like, yo, fuck it. I'm about to just post it like what it is, so I can enjoy my New Year's. And honestly, that's just how I've been taking the rest of my day. We're in the second day of 2020. And it's been working out pretty good, honestly. I already told y'all the other week, I'm already happy. Like, I just decided I'm not going to be like, oh, when people are like, are you happy in life? Like, yes, I am. I'm happy in life because I'm still here.
That's it.
I'm still here. I'm still living. I'm still breathing. And every day is a new opportunity to change my... What Kanye say? Kanye said, I ain't played a hand I was dealt. I changed my cards. And we changing cards. Everything, something don't sit right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Improving. Constantly growing. And just being who the fuck I am without y'all worrying about it. Because when I start worrying on...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets borderline depressing. You gotta just keep pushing. No matter what's happening, Guys, just keep pushing. As long as you're still able to breathe and walk and talk and get what you got to get done, just do it.
Yes, my podcast sister. And you know what?
Just do it.
What the people don't know is this Thirsty Thursday is supposed to be 3.
Right. We're missing a person.
But
there's always next Thursday.
Yes, there's always next Thursday. There's because she's gonna be consistent. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I want to test if people actually support. So the person that is supposed to be our third amigo.
Tres amigas.
If you could message me or Kit who that person is, how that decision came about, and the timestamp when she said she's in.
That's timestamp.
Yeah, I want the timestamp because, like I said, like,
who's here?
Who it was. That's supposed to be our third guest, our third host for Thirsty Thursdays. Mm-hmm. What was my second question? Ooh, you motherfucker, Brittany, ADHD, get it together. Shit. I hate it when that happens.
Who's the third host?
Who's the third host?
When and where was this confirmed?
When and where was this confirmed? Yes.
And the timestamp.
And the timestamp of when she said yes. If y'all could give me those 3 things.
Or at least one of the 3.
No, I want all 3 because I'm giving a cash prize. Look, I'm a cash app you $20.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm a cat. No, so I want all 3.
That's dinner, yeah.
It's not going to be like and this also is going to gauge how many people are actually watching our lives and caring about what the fuck we say. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, everything I do is strategic. If you're watching this live right now, I am going to cash app you $20 if you could tell us who our third host for Thirsty Thursdays is supposed to be, when and where the idea was introduced, and the timestamp for when she said yes. And I already gave you a giveaway because I said she.
You got dinner. $20 dinner.
And
definitely some gas.
Oh, Shauna. Yeah, $20 definitely gas. Look at Shauna. This is for my ladies podcast host. Yes. All right, but what's her name and what's the timestamp? Because you actually did listen to it. Yeah. Look, y'all better get on it.
Come on,
and Shauna,
she faithful.
I know she faithful, and she gonna get the answers. And when I cash app you $20, I want you to screenshot it for the people and tell them they need to be more engaged. I ain't out here hustling these life insurance policies just to give y'all free money and y'all don't even care.
That is hilarious.
That's the energy I'm on. I want genuine support. Genuine support. So for anyone else who's just tuning in, because I do see some more people getting in here,
we're asking the question of who is supposed to be our third host for Thirsty Thursdays. Where was this confirmed and established? And, if you can, a timestamp of when this was all confirmed and established.
The moment she said yes. Like, and she might have not have said yes
but
as a yes, but you'll understand when she was just like, oh yeah, like I'll do it. Like, give me all of that. I want it exact. And I'm going to cash app you $20 for real. Like,
free dinner.
Like, you know, I want engagement. Engagement.
That's it.
So, now we're going to get into some current events.
Do you still want to talk about Ari Lennox?
Yes, I definitely still want to talk about Ari Lennox.
All right, hit it.
Howdy, y'all. She's just saying LMAO. This is for my ladies podcast host. And honestly, Shauna kind of gave y'all some...
Hey, bro.
Some answers.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, sis. I care. I would, but I have no idea. What do you mean?
He doesn't have the answers.
I care, but I would have no idea. I feel you. We ain't all got the answers, Sway.
Nobody got the answer like Sway. If he's stumped, who else is? All right, hit it.
Ari Lennox. Actually, what I'm going to do real quick, introduce why I wanted to talk about her, and I'm gonna grab my other iPad so I could go through social media posts. Actually.
Oh, okay.
I forgot it.
So, moral of the story is yesterday Ari was on her Instagram Live, per usual, going about her day with a hoodie and her slick back Cadillac Records hair. So she said, she's fucking hilarious. And she was mentioning how on Twitter, I believe she made a statement, and the way that I guess the context was, it seemed as though she was sad or I guess depressed about certain people talking about how basically downgrading the features of black people and in particular black women. So I guess whatever her Instagram post was, it came off to like her fans and supporters like she was sad about it. So she went on Instagram Live and she got engaged with her people them, and then she was talking about how the post itself wasn't necessarily about her being sad, but it was more so about her being tired and just angry with the fact that people are willing and able to disrespect the features of black people when in all actuality we're the originators, but it's neither here nor there. Mm-hmm. And how they emulate us and imitate us with their bodies and doing all this particular surgeries and doing all these enhancements to their face and their body just to look like us. Nevertheless, they're downgrading who we are. So it's kind of baffling, and it's kind of a conundrum between, do you really hate us, or are you just kind of depressed with yourself that you're not us? Therefore, you have to make yourself be like us. Primarily, you can use a great example of the Kardashians. Those are white Armenian women. But yet and still, they've gotten all the surgery done, all these consistent tans being had just to look like us. But yet, they basically degrade us and mock us. And then, I wouldn't say take our men, because you can have whoever you want. I don't care about any of that. But at the same time, they feel as though they are a hierarchy or they are above us, when to me they're not, but to others they are, and that's why they are where they are. So I don't know.
The only thing I have to say about everything you said at the end, I had to add at the end, everything you said at the end was that Kanye is the love of my life. I'm the biggest Kanye fan. So for you to say that they could just take our men because they could have... I
didn't say that.
What? Rewind what you said then.
I said I wouldn't say that they take our men. You can have whoever you have.
Oh, you can have whoever you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Kim has Kanye, and I don't like that she has him. But, well, no, actually, I don't really got no beef with Kim. For real.
I don't have a beef with them. I just feel like they really have no career, and people have... able them to be where they are.
I take that back.
Off of nothing.
I take that back. At first, I didn't have beef with Kim, and then I just remembered that recent photo shoot she did, and I was just like, all right, bitch, you... Same
thing. Everything
else like, bitch, you guessed it. But before that, I didn't really have, no problem with Kim for real. Courtney, I feel like if I was a Kardashian, I would probably be Courtney. Or Kendall. Courtney, like, they just shit on Courtney. So then why they talk to her like that?
She's an airhead like all of them.
I'm an airhead.
They kind of talk to each other the same because they're all fucking airheads.
No, they treat that bitch, like, rudely.
Because she don't want to engage in their fuckery.
Exactly.
She's the only one who don't engage in the fuckery.
One of them. One of the two.
Nah, she's spicy too. Isn't she dating Jordan Woods' ex-boyfriend or something like that?
That sounds like
they're always taking what was ours already, which is another baffling thing, but... But
as a real ass sister, because she ain't ever like really with them. So Kendall, I took that as a like, oh, y'all don't ever really pay attention to me, but like, bitch, like, don't fuck with my people, like.
Basically, and that's how.
So, and I feel like if people would have got on my nerves, like I would probably have that side too. But either way, I'm actually a black woman, so I don't need to be like any of them.
Hell no, I'm straight.
Yes.
I don't want to be anything like that. They don't have any fucking substance.
Yeah, that
they're rich, but they don't have any substance at all.
No.
Just something to look at after multiple fucking surgeries. I forgot the name of the doctor, but shout out to you because you did a great job. Kind of. Kim's ass looks a little.
If the doctor ever watches this,
it might be age too.
You know, if you want to hook your girl up with some...
No. Go to the fucking gym. I signed up. I go to 124 hours.
She said...
I'm quitting my Pilates.
She told me to go to the gym. You guys, can y'all see this gut?
Go to the goddamn gym.
Just go to the gym.
That's where I'm going.
Should I go to the gym?
I'm finished. I'm wrapping up my last.
Let me get some hearts if I should go to the gym. That's kind of fucked up. You know what, Nikita? Fuck you. Let me just...
No, we're not doing the lazy thing. We're not going to get cut.
We're going to suck it in.
We're not going to get nipped and tucked. We're going to take your ass to the goddamn
and then
gym,
sit back down.
And you'll be fine.
And cross our legs.
That's all you have to do.
And I don't got to take my ass to the gym.
Because you have much to lose anyway.
Yeah. I just got to get rid of my stomach.
Ooh.
I think it's water weight. And I just want to be toned. We're going to Miami in May.
Gotta come to the gym.
Like, what you mean?
Gotta come to the gym.
When do you go to the gym?
Whenever. It's 24 hours. It's up the street for me, though. That's why. But it's One Life Fitness. I can go any One Life Fitness.
It's a One Life Fitness down the street.
Like we do. I got my membership. It's like $37.
My job actually gave us some coupons where we could go, like, anytime we showed. Actually, they give us
free sessions, basically.
Yeah, for like 3.
Free passes.
3, yeah, like 3. And actually, they didn't give it to us. They actually got them in a stack in the break room.
Oh, that's dope.
And the stack is full, so apparently don't nobody. I work in a call center. I don't blame them. We sit down on it.
That's why you should go.
But
because we're
it's a whole stack. It's a whole stack.
That's the main reason why I go to Pilates, because it keeps me active. Because yeah, I get up and go to the fucking printer, but 9 times out of 10, I'm sitting down all fucking day. Like, you gotta stay active. You gotta keep moving. That's why I like Pilates. But it's too fucking expensive, and I'm tired of being like the rich bitches who sit there and do nothing. Because half of them, they're flexible, yeah, but they're still fat as fuck. So I'm going to the gym. I got my membership. I'm going back. I'm doing the damn thing. I don't know if I'm going to be faithful like I was in my early 20s, going like 5-6 days a week. But I'll probably go like 3
You were
or 4
doing that
days.
in your early 20s?
Yeah, I was going like 5-6 days.
So I should have no excuse to not have the energy.
So I'm going to go about 3 or 4 days a week.
Yo, I feel so old. Like, yo, I can't be doing that.
It's called lazy. I do it too.
I be seeing...
Because I do it too. I be going home, I be like, oh, this is everything. But I know I should get my fat ass up. Then I look at one of my cats, Tuesday. That bitch is fat. I'm like, bitch, we both getting wild as all outside. I'm going to the fucking gym. Like,
Yo, I be going to the club sometimes, like, when I have appearances.
Especially
and I be seeing, like, these bitches out here on the dance floor, like, throwing it back, like, throwing the ass, and like, yo, I got a booty, but I don't know how to use it. And I be looking like, even Meg Thee Stallion, like, I be like, yo, that bitch needs it strong.
Give her 5 more years.
But she's my age, and I can't even squat.
Oh,
like, yo, yeah.
See, you got to take ass to the gym.
I feel old. I do need to take my ass to the gym. Yo, who's in their 20s? Like, early 20s, even mid-20s. Like, I don't care. Like,
you gotta go to the gym. Gotta stay active.
Yo,
Cause my legs
actually,
and
yeah,
my
because
arms
I feel like
are fucking fire right now. And I have Pilates tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then I'll be done with my Pilates. I'm canceling that membership.
So, question.
And then we're gonna stick with the gym.
Do you have back problems yet?
Yeah.
I do,
and
too.
I have a consistent hot knot right on my left shoulder.
Oh, right here? Is it right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I have one right here.
It feels like a heater if you were to touch it. It feels like a fucking heater.
Yo, mine.
I have a consistent.
Mine too.
You know
it's
why?
right here. Touch it.
You know why? Because we're sitting down all fucking day.
Is that where it comes from?
Our posture. We have to go.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's why
Yo.
I suck that I'm not dancing or doing anything that I
it's
really wanted to do.
It's the same fucking spot.
Yeah, because we're sitting down all day.
John got the same shit. Joe.
Yeah, from sitting down, and we have bad posture. We gotta go to the gym. If
How did you learn that from?
Then you gotta go to Pilates. Well, I have arthritis, so I knew that too. But just consistently sitting down.
What does arthritis feel like?
I mean, it doesn't hurt, luckily, but I consistently crack my fingers.
Does it?
I crack my toes.
Like, is that what it is? Because I always have to crack my fingers like every 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and
it's the stiffness of joints. Fuck around, you go get carpal tunnel. You gotta stay active. When your wrist be all fucked up, broke, baby, should be fucked up.
And, man, damn, she just gave me a whole fucking epiphany.
You gotta stay moving. That's why I'm doing that. And they have Zumba at One Fit. You could do a Zumba class if you want.
And they got Orange Theory.
They got the bar classes. I want to go to the bar classes.
And there's so many gyms around here. Like, everything is in walking distance. Or even if I just got the fuck outside and walked the neighbor, I haven't taken you out there, have I?
But you gotta do it. Because before you know it, you're gonna be 30. Because before I know it, I'm gonna be 40. You gotta stay active.
Bitch, I got
life moves on.
No, I turned 24 this year.
You gotta stay moving.
Can we talk back on Ari's shit? You just made me depressed, Loki. Damn, y'all.
So, how do you feel about people disrespecting the features of black people, in particular black women? And why are we, part B, and why are we basically considered like the bottom of the barrel? Just supposedly.
How I feel, and you know what? I'm glad you asked that question. Because now I can analyze like how fucked up my brain is, honestly. So you said, how do I feel about people disrespecting the features of black women? Unless the honest answer, and like I said, I'm very transparent. Like, even if y'all call me out on it, like, all it does is give me something to reflect on. The honest answer to that question is that, let me wave at somebody for you.
Hey, Aunt. Hey, now.
Ooh. The honest answer to that question is I don't honestly pay attention unless I can recognize it from someone I care about or I pay attention to. So, say it's like when everybody comes at like Azalea Banks. And I love Azalea. Like, I love Azalea for the fact that she's like super talented. She's not only super talented, but like, even though her honesty includes ignorance, like
right.
it's her honesty, and like, and I know she get on people's nerves, so I look at it when like people come for her and talk about her features, I just like, oh well, damn. Like, I kind of see it not like I agree. It's never like I agree about what they're saying negatively about the black woman. It's just like I look more so on the actions of the person being said, or like what would make someone say that. So in the case of Ari Lennox, like, I'm on Twitter actively. I saw it, and I follow her, and I saw it when this shit happened, and I was just like, well, damn. Like, I was looking at her picture, then I was like, well, does she look like a Rockwell? And I was like,
that was crazy.
I could see why they would say that. I don't agree that she looks like... It's one of them things like...
But at the same time, what does that have to do with what she said?
Exactly. And that was the thing. I had to go back and look at the tweet. And so I'm kind of in this weird space of like where I come from. Like, people just joke all damn day. And like, shit wouldn't even have to... Like, you could be having a serious ass conversation, and if someone, like, just decided to make a fucking, like, rude, ignorant-ass joke, you're just, like, people just gonna laugh, but then the other person just keeps on going. Yeah. That's how, like, when I get insults, like, I be like, all right, yeah, but back to my point. Like, I just keep it rolling. I might think about it later, but regardless, that's what I do. So when I saw the tweet, like, because it popped up when she responded to him, I was just like, well, damn. And I was just like, oh, her tweet reminded me, like, her response reminded me of something that's like, when you hurt, you just say something back. And so then I saw it like that, and I kept on scrolling. But I follow her on IG, so when I saw she went live on IG and she talked about it, then I was able to reflect and be like, oh yeah, that is an issue. Just the same way when one of our first conversations we had with each other about Cardi B, and it was just like, oh yes, I love Cardi. Like, Cardi B turned. Hey Brian, Cardi B turned. Like, she reminds me of me, right?
But.
And then you brought up the fact of like how it would be.
Looked like you and acted
had she looked like me and
would you be as far as she is? Would you be as celebrated as she is? Would you be as propelled as she is? Would you be as successful as she is? As she looked like, even though she's acting of and being the characteristics of said ghetto black woman. Why is that acceptable with her? Because she's a spicy Latina. But if it's a black person, it's ghetto, it's ratchet, it's degrading, it's this, it's that. It's always in a negative connotation. But any other ethnicity that does this or portrays in that fashion, it's cute. Why so? It's all ratchet across the board. Right. No matter what shade, ethnicity, language you speak, ratchet is ratchet, honey.
Right. And then, what did I tell you? I was like, you know what? Damn. You're right. I never even thought about it in that way. But I'm the type of person that, like, you know, I might just view stuff on surface level because honestly, if I think about stuff too much sometimes, I take on the burden. I take on burdens that's not mine and like battles that's not mine to fight. So I kind of just have it where I have these glasses on where I just kind of look at stuff at surface value until, like I said, she went on. I got the notification she was going live and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'll check out her live. And then she was talking about it, and she was talking about her herd, and then I started thinking, I was like, yes, why do people do that?
Exactly.
And also, in my case, I think it could be a defense thing because it's a lot of things that, you know, if I reflect back on my own, like, self-esteem and how I view myself, there's a lot of insecurities that I have. So I kind of ignore even my own features and my own flaws. So when I see them in other people, it's just like, you know, I think of myself of like, am I too black? Like, is my skin too black? Or like, is my voice like projection too loud when I get passionate? And then I'm always aware, and this is sad, like, no, I'm always aware of my skin color and how I approach other people and how I might say things. I might
think about me, shades darker.
You're always like, it's always this conscious thing of like, how do I sound talking to this person based off how I look? Or how do I sound as a person saying this with the ability to be overheard by someone who looks different than me? So I always have that. And so to avoid even, to kind of help me cope with not thinking too much, because I can think a fucking lot and like it will drive me crazy. So to avoid thinking like that, I see a lot of things, like a lot of negative comments that might be said about other dark-skinned celebrities, like how the whole black Twitter community, kind of whole black social media community canceled Daniel Caesar after he stood up for Yes Jules. And I saw a tweet that said, so now we're allowed to talk about that big ass gap in his like dark ass skin and dread, like nappy ass dreads. And I saw that and I thought it was funny, but I didn't look at it as like, oh yeah, they call him dark as fuck and nappy ass dreads. I thought this shit was funny because I kind of like knew what they were saying. Because they were like, because no one did acknowledge how ugly he is. And not ugly because of his skin. And not ugly because of his hair. And like, no, like, he's just not attractive to me.
Right.
He's just not attractive to
That's
me.
all.
He's not attractive to me. I don't think he's ugly. And I don't even think he's ugly. I'm just, you know what?
He's not attractive.
Thank you. Because, you know what? This is also why you're great. Because you could help me clear stuff up. Because you know my heart. And so it's just like, shit might come out wrong. But I ain't mean it like that. But yeah, like, I thought it was funny that we didn't talk about how ugly he was until he disrespected the culture. You gonna take her for a white woman. Yeah. So we gonna roast your ass. And that's how I saw it. And so, like, with Ari Lennox, like, and the black features, you know what? I think it is a topic that needs to be, you know, hit on for other people like me. Because it wouldn't surprise me if I am in the majority of how people think. Because I kind of, like, you know, I'm passive aggressive. I don't want to get too, like, you know, I don't want to step out of line. But also me stepping out of line does reflect back on how, like, my awareness of how I look, my awareness of my skin color, how I speak, where I'm from. It's like all this other awareness that goes, like, subconsciously into everything else. Yeah. So the great thing about our podcast is we can even have discussions like this and me even being okay, because I know it's going to be some things that come out my mouth. Even this fucking conversation, like, I can't believe she said that. Like, no, this is the honest fucking truth. And if people ever,
what I know and what I think.
Yeah, and if people like ever want to come at me for being like, oh, she's just so ignorant or whatever, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take whatever the fuck. Because this is how I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, I am pro-black all the time, but I'm woke all the time. Like, I'm always looking at stuff that I see.
Anybody's woke all the time.
Exactly. I'm going to be fucking honest. Like, when...
There's some things I'll bring up in mid-conversation and people are like, wait.
Yeah. And honestly, I even have that guard with you sometimes. I'll be like, oh, I wonder how when I say this, what the fuck Nikita going to say? Because I don't want to hear her mouth. And I don't want to sit here and try to explain the fucking 100,000 million fucking thoughts that ran into my mind that made me come to here. And so she has a problem. Now I have to rewind and clear up shit for myself.
I'm very understanding. I always look at both sides of the fence, and I'm very open-minded. Before I speak. I think, I calculate, I process before I react. And that's the best way to be, because that's how you are able to vibe and jazz with everybody.
That one is hitting you.
A little bit.
That one is hitting her. Yo, I can't wait to rewatch this. Replays are actually going to be posted. Yo, we've been talking about the podcast. We got a website.
Oh, yeah.
ishappenspodcast.com.
Check it out.
And, you know, it's just...
putting these lives up there, previous episodes of our podcast as we start accumulating the backlog. Different hot topics to talk about just to keep people engaged. You could, post some questions, some comments, some concerns on there, and we'll actually interact. We check it daily, so
yes, I got the app on my phone, and then also I'm gonna work on actually just getting a YouTube page as well. Mm-hmm. So that would make the links more easier from the website, and then YouTube. Everybody got a YouTube page. You might not always have a Wix app. You might not always be able to go on the fucking website.
But I stay on YouTube. I don't even have cable.
But also, this was another thing I was thinking about at work, was that with the YouTube page, I want to do like viral challenges. Okay. I think that shit is going to be funny as fuck with us, though. Because even every time I think about the dynamic of us doing this venture together, it's just like, yo, this shit probably sounds crazy. It sounds so crazy. It's about to be so weird. It's about to be, because we're like, my pro-black sister, vegan, locks from New York.
Yes, Aaliyah, I'm smoking a Views. It's nicotine. It's menthol, but it's no nicotine or it's menthol, but it doesn't have all the other extras that's in a cigarette. So it's a little bit healthier of an alternative.
You know what? Once I realized,
even though we all know that the real medicine of the earth is marijuana, but I'm trying to be legal so I can potentially get a new career. So we'll see how that goes. So I've been smoking.
Shauna, are you still watching?
You're in New York, so I'm sure you can find.
Yes, you are, Shauna.
Like Walgreens. If not, you can check it online. DUSE.com.
Review my application.
It's about $40.
I'm gonna as soon as I get off live,
like 2
I'm
cartridges
gonna send you a message,
like
or I'm gonna send you my resume to review, because I am definitely so serious about taking that. You've been sending me as long as I've been 18, so 18 legal. 23, Shauna, because she's still watching.
Oh, about the flight attendant stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to probably apply for that too.
Yes.
Look,
see, she liked it, so she's still listening. Okay, yeah. I want you to just review stuff. And honestly, I was thinking this would be the best time to do it as I'm making this transition in my life, because I can see the fucking world and take my podcast
is awesome
with
as well.
me.
It's a great alternative.
CBD. Oh, yeah. Well, it's legal in Virginia.
And it's a great muscle relaxer after a long ass day, I can assure you.
Is that what I need for this damn hot spot?
Possibly,
I can't believe this shit.
And you can smoke it like you do Ed. Or you can roll it like in a little paper and just smoke some CBD. Or you can get the oil and smoke it out of a pen if you want. There's different alternatives. But CBD, CBD is good. If you get a good batch of CBD, it's a great muscle relaxer. She said apply. Oh, apply. I will. Yes. I need to continue to see the world, honey.
Are you...
So much more left for me to see.
You know what? This is actually an important question.
Not
you
the
know
airplane.
what? We got, yeah, she did put the airplane. You know, this is an important question. You know, let's hear it from an expert. What type of drug testing do they do? Do they test your hair or do they test your pee?
I'm sure it's the urine and or oral sample.
Yeah, it is the fucking government. And you know what?
But if anything, it may just be an oral. I mean, it may just be a urine. But
they not going to do no oral.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It may be a urine.
Hey, Chi-Chi.
But if all else, that's alright. Just stop smoking for like 3 months.
Yeah, I'll just stop smoking. You know what I'm saying? I'll still put in my application. I'm gonna
Hey, Joe.
Joe. Hey, Joe. We gonna wave at Joe.
What's poppin', Joe? My bad.
Yes. But yes, with the YouTube, I'm thinking we should do challenges. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about challenges. And then even just setting up, now that I fully know how to, she said pee, I know that's right. They take piss tests.
Yeah. Legit.
As long as they don't take this hair.
Nah, they're not going that deep. It's not like government.
What the fuck you mean? Fucking Geico do hair tests and that's selling fucking insurance.
No, that's taking people's social security numbers. We need to know who the fuck you is. And you legit.
But that don't even make no sense.
What you mean?
How you gonna like
that's
test
confidential information.
What you
so
think being in the airlines and not knowing if people are actually using drugs or not is not important as fucking selling insurance?
No. Just because you're not flying the plane. You're just serving some goddamn peanuts in a drink. You'll be fine. Like, get out of here. You act like you about to do some real fucking...
But you still need to know.
DEFCON 4 fucking mission. You're just going to... Would you like some peanuts? Or would you like a pretzel? Like, get out of here. Go ahead and pee.
Alright, you know what?
Hey, Eric. Hey, bro.
Hey, we gonna wave at people. Yo, I really do need to... And afterwards, they do randoms. Alright, that's fine. Because you know what?
I got this.
You know what? It don't matter how much you drink.
And CBD.
It does not matter how much you drink.
Unfortunately, which I hate that I've been drinking a lot because I haven't been smoking because that puts on a lot of goddamn
I'm really joking. Please don't take this as like, well, you my fucking cousin. You already know. I'm just joking.
Gosh.
But yes, YouTube, viral challenges, or even just the times we're just setting up. Or even just the time. Okay, then I'm gonna come over here like you my girlfriend. I should have did this the whole time. Are you comfortable?
Yes, Brittany. I'm comfortable.
But and anytime you just come together, because it's been a lot of times that we linked up and we might have just brainstormed. We didn't record shit.
It's been bad times. We haven't recorded anything. But if we put this on YouTube, I think it'll be even more. I think it'll be funny. I think y'all enjoy it. Because we're fucking idiots. Before the camera comes up. We try as best as we can to tame ourselves.
You know what? I try to tame it, but you know what?
Why?
This is my first time coming on live on Ish Happens. And my first time coming on live
with our own page.
Hey, we're waving.
Hey, Chucky.
This is the first time I came live on these two pages right here. But this Facebook page, y'all already know.
This is my first time and I'm very excited.
This is your first time going live ever?
Well, not ever. Remember we did the one.
Oh, the one. But you never go. They have an 8-hour drink rule. You can't drink 8 hours before. Oh, no, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's reasonable. No, I meant like, you know, in my free time.
Right.
Damn.
She's
full. Ain't that irresponsible?
I mean, we're not alcoholics now.
Yeah.
This isn't, you know.
I mean, girl, I meant like in my free time.
We're not just
like, you know, if I got a day off and I'm chilling with the homies, like, you know, I just gotta be sober all the time.
Rolling with the homies. You gotta mesh well. Anybody who knows that movie, let me know.
Yo.
I'm a movie buff.
No, you weren't, because you left when I was trying to watch Harriet.
I'm not that kind of movie buff.
But I'm
no fool, but I'm a movie buff.
I'm going back this way because you're right. You know what? It's
Anybody who watched Harriet, let us know because I
keep falling asleep.
And I don't care to.
And the one time I really intended to watch it for real.
No, she's trash.
And it's like, I knew you left because I put that fucking movie on.
Yep,
Bitch, you should have
told
me. I already knew. But I was just like, you know what? You should be
She let the She doesn't even like Black Americans. She's fucking makes fun of us and call us ghetto and shit. Like, fuck you, bitch. You don't even know the struggle of Americanism.
Who?
Me? Whoever the bitch who did Harriet.
Oh, bitch, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, struggle. I don't know no fucking struggle. Hello?
Oh, all right. Well, let me know. We're down here in Chesapeake. Just let me know when you're free.
Why are you
Big Joe, let me know when you're free.
I be a one to guess. Yeah, anybody that wants to be a guest.
Anybody wants to be down. We're in Chesapeake, Virginia, unfortunately. So if you're local. Let us know.
Yes.
Bust them tunes.
But I was waiting for you to be like, because I was like, yo, she's probably about to leave but I was not feeling good. That my head was killing me. And it's just like, you know what, Nikita, why the fuck you don't just tell me like, bitch, you know, I would stay here and chill with you, but bitch, you put on fucking Harriet.
Joker was really good.
What?
That was really good. What's his name? Joaquin. He's a really good actor. Oh, damn. All right, share the story.
Why did it,
Cause it's trash.
Did you save it?
I shared it.
But no, iPhone is different. You were supposed to.
What you mean?
Hit save before share.
Oh gosh, Apple problem.
It's alright because I still have it on my iPhone, so it's alright. Did I see
Tamika,
Joker? Yes, I did. I love Joker.
I'm still on RV. That's not far back. Alright.
Oh, wave. There we go. We waving at
that
people.
Movie Us trash. I mean, it wasn't trash, but
what was trash?
Us. It wasn't trash. I wouldn't say it was trash, but it could have been a lot better. But at the same time, like, I'm excited that it wasn't based on anything historic, anything slavery. It was just a regular ass quote unquote horror film with black characters. That's all I took from it, and so I enjoyed it in that era.
So you said you watch a lot
Message
of YouTube.
me, Joe. Message me your number because I'm sure I don't have it. I'm sure I don't have your new number because you be changing up like you 007. So send me your number and we can link up. Best believe you me. I got you. But I don't think Us was trash. I just think it was an entertaining movie with black characters. I'll take that.
You said you watch a lot of YouTube. So
yeah.
My YouTube that I watch, I don't know if you see me watch YouTube, but I watch a lot of infographics, TED Ed, and I also watch a lot of like theory and
TED Talks.
Yeah, of course I fucking love that. I love fucking TED Talks. But I also watch a lot of game theories, and so one of the channels that I follow is called the Game Theories, and I love my Matt Pat. And then he branched off and did a film theory where it focused on like television and movies.
Yeah, that's why I watch a lot of like movies and show reviews and stuff.
Have you watched? Have you heard of him?
Probably. I'm sure.
Okay, so when we get off live, I'll actually put that on for you. I actually liked his perspective on what he said about the movie made
a whole bitch.
A whole bitch.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy. That was really weak.
But you want to know what made it more weak internally for real though? And this is just me from going to HBCU.
Woo-woo.
From going to a HBCU.
Monkins jail. Hey now.
Because he went to a HBCU. A lot of the black educated men that come from HBCUs who end up successful with his family, his wife and his kids, like he has, they act just fucking like him.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part. I'm not going to say all of them.
We're educated, but we're not.
But you're not tough.
We don't care. It's not like we're not about it, but we don't want to be about it. So
and
if we were to try any harder, it would have been crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it suited him.
Because
look where they, where they
know
were.
what? And this is
a whole bunch of salt. Let me get some. There were some of the salted folks. They had the boat and all of that good stuff. So
I know a lot
they're
of
not gonna be like
a lot of my friends' parents.
You might report a little bit in yours.
No, I'm reporting yours, bitch. And then, but now that I think back at it, because I always had friends, and I don't even know why.
Yes, VUU maroon is still to the day I die.
Ew. Okay. A lot of the black friends that I had growing up, their parents, like, I was always the one that came from, like, my own circumstances. All my other friends, though, they came from, like, 2-parent households. Their parents were successful. They went to college or whatever. And when I think about it, he reminded me of a black educated father. They all end up like that.
Yeah.
On no
unless
bullshit.
You're Caribbean.
Unless you're Caribbean.
Or from the deep country.
Yeah, and even dudes that come from the fucking hood, but they go and get an education and they actually end up married with kids. That
have a woman in their life.
The black father stereotype.
That's him.
Yeah. That's him. So I thought the shit was fucking funny. I think he played his role very well.
It suited him. It was fine. I don't think it was bad.
Yeah, I don't think it was bad either.
I would support it only, like I said, because it's black people getting a job, doing something that's not based upon Nat Turner and slavery. I'm okay with that. I don't mind those movies, but I feel like majority of those could just be like documentaries that they can just put out and we'll buy it and support it if you're educated enough to want to educate your kids. But it doesn't always have to be in the theater. I don't think we have to continuously be traumatized by our history through entertainment. That's what I'm saying. We live it every day. So I don't want to go pay a ticket to go be traumatized again, to walk outside and continue to be traumatized. The point of entertainment is to get away from my daily traumas, to get away from my daily woes and concerns. I'm supposed to put my mind in a different space, in a different place. And so if you're consistently putting me there, how do you expect me to function as a true individual who's continually dealing with bullshit outside and have to go see it on a big-ass screen? That's all I'm saying.
So then this is just the argument I have for you as someone who's close to you and someone who sees you and someone who has the ability to have experiences with you. Nikita, for the sole purpose of having...
Equal standard?
What?
Who's an equal standard? I'm not going to see Creed 2. I think Creed was enough for me.
I've never even seen Creed.
I think I'm cool on 2.
I'm just not into boxing movies. I love Rocky.
I'm okay.
But I think I love Rocky
I'm
because
okay
it's a classic and
it's just such a grotesque.
I grew up watching it.
It's such a grotesque
sport. Everything else,
yeah. Between that and like MMA, I just find that to be really barbaric to be a sport and be paid millions of dollars to literally go get your fucking face pushed in. But to each his own. They live in better than me.
OMG.
Alright, maybe. I'll check it on my Amazon stick. That's free.
And that's what I was just about to get to with you. So, for the sole purpose of being host on a media platform, there is certain movies that we...
It's a good story, but...
For which one?
He's still not that great of an actor either. It's Michael J. Michael B. Fox.
Do you know, it wasn't until I was watching this documentary that they put on Netflix called The 2000s, and they were recapping The Wire, that I realized that Michael B. Jordan was in it. And I was like, he was there. But I had never seen The Wire.
Oh.
So I was just like, damn.
That was a great
series. But speaking of Michael B. Jordan, this is just a... I might use this as a trivia question for next week.
Can you see it? One.
This was painted live for me at a brunch.
Now that's dope.
This is dope.
And that looks like him too.
And at the time, so the artist that did this, I'ma just tag her because I can't remember her name right now and all my actual devices are being in use. I had blue and green hair, and so when the brunch started, every Sunday they did the brunch and she would live paint.
That's dope.
And so she had already started live painting him, but I honestly think, and I never confirmed it with her, if the reason why she painted this background blue and green is because of my hair. But either way, this was live painted for me. I was there for about an hour and 30 minutes.
That's not bad.
And by the time I wanted to leave, because she had already kind of started before
a little bit, but still.
It was just a little bit.
Right.
But she did it on the fly.
Change.
I might use that for a question next week. What does Brittany have in her house that when Quinn came home, he said, I know you fucking lying. He was like, I'm going to put it in the bathroom for when I got to shit. So
okay, Will Smith and Denzel. I could see that. That would be a dope movie. Because I'm kind of tired of Will Smith and fucking Martin.
They never,
that shit needs to die.
Hey, Kendall, if you're still up here. Sorry if I'm just getting in your way.
After Bad Boys 3, I think they could let it go. Like, they're old as fuck now. I don't think they need to be doing that. But at the same time, Denzel doing the Equalizer. So I guess, action is action.
I actually love the Equalizer.
I guess. No, I mean, I'm just saying, like... Old ass Martin though, like he.
All right, you gonna stop getting distracted as I'm trying to confront you. So as we're two hosts on a media platform, there's certain shit that we do need to turn into. And so one of the points in your argument about going to pay money on shit to be traumatized, stop reading. to be traumatized, and you're already being traumatized daily, and then going to spend coin on it. Bitch, I got motherfucking Fire Stick. We can watch shit for free to get some motherfucking context.
But my thing is not always about even paying for it. It's about spending my time, my energy, and my eyeballs on it. If I don't want to watch it... So
how am I supposed to have discussions with you? I'm going to have one-sided discussions?
I'll read it.
Bitch, get the fuck...
I'll read a synopsis.
If you're going to read the synopsis on Wikipedia, make sure you donate. Because you know what?
I'm on YouTube. I can watch a fucking movie explained and call it a goddamn day.
Just watch motherfucking MatPat if you're going to do that. And another thing I'm proud of that I did in 2019... that I did in 2019 was I stopped ignoring them Wikipedia, like,
Wikipedia is opinionated like a mug.
I don't care, but you know what? I've been using Wikipedia for years. Wikipedia done got me through some shit. So you know what I finally did?
Hold it down.
For Christmas, when I seen the banner come up, I paid $15 a week. I donated for once.
Foolish. Hold it down.
It says all it needs is $3 to support. If they could get $3 from everybody. So you know what I did? I paid it forward. I paid $15. I paid $15 for 2 other people that didn't want to do it. Because you know what? If Wikipedia goes away. Huh?
You foolish.
You know, I am a little foolish. Stop breathing. Ain't that traumatizing? Okay. What y'all doing up here? Kit went to go tinkle. She went to go tinkle. And so I am just up here. Actually, let me check the battery life. Oh, shout out to, you know what? Rest in peace, Steve Jobs. Whoever you left your company to that created these devices, they on point. So, yo, Nikita, remember how, like, I kind of hesitated to go live because I was like, yo, my phone about to go dead? Shout out to whoever created the design, the battery, the software, the infrastructure for the motherfucking iPhone 11 Pro Max. My shit has been below 20% since I started this live. And as we are still recording, we are 1 hour and 11 minutes and 42 seconds in, and your girl has been on 19. And she is currently on 13. It ain't died on me yet. And let me check my iPad. And you know what? This is how I know they improved their technology. Because I have a new iPad too. But it ain't as new as my iPhone. And my iPad started on 100 and it's on 46. Kit, where your phone at? Kit, you were charging your phone before we went live, right? Mm-hmm. 56 for and shout out to the motherfuckers at Android, because her shit ain't die either. And you know what? I take that ass. I'm about to preach to y'all real quick. I take that as God saying, y'all bitches keep fucking talking. Because the people, they gonna motherfucking love it. And now I gotta go tinkle.
Up, gotta roll up, of course. Hit it for me.
I'll be back.
I can't tell. This fool.
And we still gotta address part 2 of Ari's question.
Oh gosh, what was it? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Kendall reached out to you, Bryt.
Kendall?
Yup.
What'd he say?
He just called you, Bryt.
Oh, I thought it said he didn't back.
No, he didn't wave. He typed it.
Damn, I had to pee, bitch.
I told you. Why you think I left?
Yo, what the fuck?
That's Thirsty Thursdays for you.
You know what, this shit, fuck it of how we look. Like, we not too bad. We not too ratchet. You know what I'm saying? We not too much.
No, we're regular people.
Actually, this is just me being my fucking self. You know what I'm saying? These shits, I can't wait to post this shit on YouTube. Like, strain my shit. Yo, did you see it? How, like, on New Year's, I was, like, steam my shit?
Yes. I was like, oh, this certified food mistyped.
So, Shauna,
steam
right,
for stream.
So, my cousin Shauna, right? Her husband, Marcus, he was the one that pointed it out. He was like, steam your shit or stream
your shit.
And I was like, oh, did you see it on the podcast?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what the fuck I meant. Like, the fuck? Don't do that.
Y'all certified fools. So the second portion was, why are we deemed as the bottom of the barrel?
Ooh, yes, because I wanted to go back to Ari's question. Who asked that?
I did.
Oh.
That was my part B. Because the first part was more so for Ari, like how they disrespect
Why are
us.
we streamed at
the bottom?
Because
of that disrespect, why are we deemed as the bottom of the barrel? Why are we always considered as someone less than deserving of love and appreciation and being pampered and being spoiled as any other race or nationality or skin tone?
You want this honest ass, like this an honest ass answer?
Hit me.
We are deemed at the bottom of the barrel because we are at the top of the fucking food chain.
I agree.
We are all guys. We're all fucking unique. Like, you know, I don't know if y'all are like geeks like me, but fucking X-Men, the mutants, like black people are fucking mutants. We're talented. We got, hey, Morv. We have superpowers. We are gods. We all have gods within us. And you didn't see fucking Harriet, but the one part is at the fucking beginning, and it was the only part I was able to get to because I always fall asleep around 45 minutes in.
That's already known.
But they were saying, oh, you're the one that can speak the spells with her tongue. Like, it was like her like praying to God to strike down her master, and then like the next day he was dead. Now I don't know how true that is. This is a fictional story, a fictional recognition of a story written by a white woman. Mm-hmm. But if there is any truth to it at all, and also the way I look at stuff is for something to be included off of like any speculations I already had, and for something to be like a consistent, whether how like extravagated it is, like how it's been manipulated for the surface level to be a certain thing, is like, okay, oh, you're the girl that's known to speak them spells with her tongue. Like, okay, for me to even hear that, that's a constant narrative I've always heard in regards to like Africans or just, you know, black melanated people, like voodoo, all of that.
Which
like,
isn't bad. It isn't dark magic.
Or for it to be a constant
it's a connection
saying
with the ancestors, but to outsiders is deemed as something negative, something dark, something evil, something demonic, and it's really not.
How often do you hear
and being inspired by our ancestors, as we should? That's our heritage. That's our tradition. But because we've been so westernized in this salted ass world that we unfortunately live in, this is what it seems to be.
Exactly. And how often do you hear there's power in the tongue?
In the tongue. There's
like just certain things that stick out to me that's just like, this is consistently said.
Even Christians say that.
By Christians, by multiple, it's just certain things. Just like when they talk about how all religions have a Jesus, or in all religions the angels came, the angels came down. Like, and so what I truly believe,
they're our ancestors.
Exactly. If we all originated from Africa, if Africa is the motherland as recognized by everyone, that Africa does have the term motherland.
Just saying.
By white people,
so?
Not saying that they consider it their motherland, but they can acknowledge that Africa is the motherland.
Correct.
If we all know certain things like, oh, Pangea was once a thing, all the continents were once connected. So I look at just certain things in different aspects and different versions that is told, and I just put shit together because my brain is constantly thinking and operating, and that's just how it fucking works. So I think about shit like that, and then I think about like you know, why are we considered at the bottom? Because everyone's fucking scared of us.
Yeah. Very much so.
That's really all it is.
If we truly
Jesus was a black man,
collectively engage within our own powers, they will be fucking shook. And so the only way to keep us suppressed is to, one, unfortunately, keep us religious, keep us broke, and keep us down. And
broke is a fucking mindset.
And that's a mindset.
Broke is a mindset. Now, you can't be poor.
Not your finances.
You can't be poor in your finances, but broke, you're broken. You know, one of the big things that you know what, and I had to catch myself with this too, with one of the girls I was speaking to as I was in the hospital, right? I was telling her, like, she was like, oh yeah, did you voluntarily come in here, or were you court ordered? And it was like, no, I voluntarily came in here. She was like, why? And I was like, I tried to kill myself because I just couldn't figure out why I wasn't fixed yet. Like, I've went years because I just don't understand why I'm fixed. Like, why I'm taking, like, medicine for depression and shit. And I still feel like I'm not fucking fixed. Like, you know, I'm going to come in this fucking hospital. Like, I'm going to come in here and I want them to fix me. And she was like, but you're not broke. Yes, I am, because I want to be fixed. Like, I don't like living the way I... And she was like, then you fix it. But you don't need to be fixed because you're not broke. Right. And honestly, if you can just embrace who you are as a person, you'll realize that. And you'll be more comfortable living. And you know what? I took that and I meditated on it, not just while I was in there, but also the past few months that I've been out. And I've been sitting here thinking about, you know, just labels in general, whether you're labeled as black or Jamaican, or whether you're labeled as having any type of mental illness, or labeled as being deaf or blind or like crazy or mentally retarded or legally blind, like all of that shit, right? All just fucking labels, period, right? The only thing that labels do is to help us get a generalized understanding of who a person might fucking be. But in reality, we are all born exactly how the fuck we're meant to be born. And the moment we realize that and truly live in that and truly operate on that, you know, you watch my lives all the time, how I talk about the world being yours. Like, the world is mine individually. You are just someone who just happens to be around in this present moment. But I always have the choice to not have you in my world and you not exist. You know, like, that's just how it is. So going back to the main point, because, you know, sometimes I just start rambling. My bad. Going back to the main point, the reason why we are considered at the bottom of the barrel is because, the reason why we are considered at the bottom of the barrel is because people aren't willing, they're not willing to acknowledge and recognize what they already know. Hey, Amanda, there's no fucking reason why everything that's, like, you know, whether it be box braids or style or dance moves or whatever, that our shit gets fucking appropriated. There's
why Bantu not ghetto on black women, but it's fashionably worn.
And people make it like, why do
fashion and
people
high end
constantly label us for shit that we're known with and make fun of it to take that power away from, you know, us being who the fuck we are. And you know what? Just to look at it on a micro scale, how I even view myself, like the way that I'm constantly like holding myself back or holding my personality in or like trying to like, I feel like I'm always walking on, hey, Monty, the way I feel like I'm always walking on eggshells is because I'm always worried about other people's perception of me in my world. Like, because I don't have to deal with their perception. No. But that goes back on the fact of, like, as a collective, black people, and this is another honest thing that I think where I might get a lot of fucking hate for it. I don't fucking care. But this is an honest fucking, like, this is just me thinking deeper. And this is me thinking at it from the other fucking side. And this is also from experience in multiple forms from interacting and talking to people. I think it is a coping mechanism that has been developed within melanated people, within Black people, African Americans, whatever. Yeah, I would say African Americans because that's my experience. I don't know how they actually act in Africa or in the Caribbeans or, another country. But when I think of Black America, right, I think it is a coping mechanism, just like how we're able to make jokes about mothers and flaws and situations and stuff. I think it's a coping mechanism to acknowledge other people saying, like, talking down on us, Like, it's a coping mechanism to be like, oh, you're racist. Oh, you just don't like Black people. Or, like, it's a coping mechanism sometimes to be pro-Black. And I say that in the way of, if you look at it, right? The way we even took the N-word.
It's so stupid.
And it's like the way, but you know what? We're smart. We're smart. Like, Black people, African Americans are smart. The way that they're, and dumb at the same time. And that's the crazy thing about it. But think about it. Think about the way the N-word was used on us. So just like when people make jokes about us, what we do, we talk about ourselves first so people can't make jokes about it. So we took back the word. But then at the same time, us taking it back, right? We're being defensive over something that should be offensive and then making it seem like can't no one else use it. It's like we are great at it, actually, taking insults, manipulating it,
but not really,
to make it seem like it's our own so other people can't say it to us or it can't have any power on us or any effect.
So they think.
So we take it, right? And we try to use it in our own senses. Like, you can't offend me with this because I'm already using it. But then we try to dictate that, like, no, it means this, when in actuality, it means this, and you actually are offended by it, but you feel like the more you use it, it negates it. And that's just, honestly, that's the best example of ignorance and how we all deal with our own traumas. Because if you think about, like, just average traumas that's common among Black people, the way they cope with them is in a way of just, like, you're taking it and you're trying to, like, put it on other people. And you're trying not to, like, get offended by...
deflecting.
And thank you. See, this is what you're here for. And like I said, like, that's the sad, honest truth. And that's what we do. And so we get belittled and we get seen at the bottom of the barrel because instead of actually standing the fuck up and using the power that we have and standing for ourselves and being like, no, y'all got me fucked up and this is who I am and this is what I stand for.
We're afraid of being proud.
And we're afraid of being proud.
And who we are.
And then when people call... And everyone else can do it. And when people call us out on it... Because everybody knows...
It, which is stupid.
And it goes back to even how I see things. You know how, like, I was like... people would make jokes and it's like, oh yeah, I'll laugh at it. Like, I know what they meant. Like with Daniel Caesar and shit. Or even with Ari, like, her being called a rock. Like, it's fucked up if you think about it deeper than it just being a joke. But in actuality, I'm coping with it.
No one calls anyone
I'm
else
subconsciously coping with it as looking at it.
They're simply unattractive. But for you to continuously relate or correlate us to an animal of some sort, that is very offensive. And it's wrong, and it's ignorant, and it's a plethora and a variable of different connotations and synonyms and antonyms you want to use. But it's wrong. Like, whenever someone white or Latina or something like that will say something out of context, you never berate your first thought to go to their features. You go to their character. So why is it when a Black woman or a Black person says something that may be a little out of whack or something you don't agree with, that's fine. Everyone can always agree to disagree. That's what adults are for. But why is it the first thing that you go to are their features? And then when you go to their features, you mix and match them with someone of an animal or something that's abnormal, something that's just just out of line. Like,
and you want to know
50
how
did that to Notori, and I think he related her to I think a Mortal Kombat character or something like that.
Yeah, it was something
and
like
it was
that.
Like
Goro.
Word.
I play video games.
Word. You wouldn't do that for anybody else, but because she's black, you felt that it was okay to do that.
And you know what? We're so easy at getting offended.
Married with a kid.
We're so easy at getting offended because you want to know that also and this is just a double whammy all the fuck around, because as black people, remember going back to that defense mechanism I use, people would think it's okay to laugh at jokes like that and not think further. Because if I was to think about all the shit that I constantly see, like I see black women or men or little girls or whatever constantly being degraded, or just certain stereotypes that's just like, okay, it's acceptable to joke about this. All black people love fried chicken, and that's a joke. And yes, shut the fuck up. Shut up. We know you vegan, bitch. I'm giving, because that's a common one. And you just, all right, fuck it.
Like,
all black people love watermelon.
Not really. I prefer mango.
But even still, since I'm not including animals, but that's like a common black, like, it's one of those.
That's how they've stereotyped us from the beginning of illustration.
So think about being
of westernized.
So even think about like common interactions you might see among like friends or people or family members or whatever, and it's like, oh, I know you want to get some more of that watermelon, cause you making a joke about that stereotype.
White people love it way more than we do. They love chicken, which is fucking bland.
What's even fucking funnier is I
love my white people. Like, I would never degrade all of them, because some of them helped us through slavery, some of them helped us through abolitionists, some has helped us through civil rights. So I would never degrade all of them. But the way that they generalize all of us, sorry, but not sorry, I'm going to generalize some of y'all. And it is what it is. Y'all want to say that we like chicken and watermelon? I like to say y'all like ancestry. Y'all like ancestry and fucking shotguns. It is what it is. It is what
green bean casserole. I was about to say.
Because every time people talk about West Virginia, the first thing they talk about is incest. That shit is crazy. I don't know if it is or not. I don't go that deep in the mountains. But y'all generalize, other people generalize. No one is free game. If y'all can make fun of black people, white people, gay people, Haitian people, Jamaican people, fucking handicapped people, no one is exempt from being mocked or made fun of. Right. If you're going to make fun of people, you got to do it across the board. And it is what it is. I'm not a comedian because I don't have that kind of time. But if I could and if I would, everybody's going to get it.
Everybody going to get it. And going back to what I was saying.
All of y'all. If y'all know that, let me know.
We're at the, you know what, we're seen at the bottom of the fucking barrel, in all honesty, because of just how we cope with shit. I think that's the simple fucking answer. It's because we try not to take shit seriously and literally, because we don't ever want to seem like we're in our feelings.
Because we don't ever
want to get called out.
We can't be soft. We can't have a moment. Everyone can be in a moment or a era of distress with a black fucking person. If any black person breaks down, automatically they're fucking crazy, they're psychotic, they can't deal. But everybody else can be depressed, have a psychiatrist, psychologist, or whatever have you, and it's totally fine. And
from fucking firsthand experience, like the moment I started talking about my mental issues and like going to a therapist and like seeking help, it's just like, oh bitch, like you really are crazy. Like, and now everything gets blamed on like
that.
And it's just like, no. The same shit that I have,
we're not acknowledging. We don't care to
some background fucking context. Apparently, people with AD fucking HD, like they usually get diagnosed young, and you usually see it in the little badass white kids, the little boys, the little girls, the one that's throwing shit, the one that's always like, you always see it in them. They go to the doctors, they get fucking help. I'm fucking 23. I just got diagnosed for what the fuck is really wrong with me for like my whole life, or actually the past fucking 10 years. People were pushing fucking antidepressants on me that didn't fucking work, because if I'm black and I'm having issues and I'm going to seek help, and this also comes from not actually, there was a good fucking video, I don't know if I sent it to you, about how like mental illness gets untreated in African Americans, and then it's even harder if we do try to seek help, because there's not a lot of like, it's hard to find people like us in our field that actually can relate to what the fuck we're going to talk about. And so, yeah, like, 10 fucking years of trying to talk to these white therapists, and some of them were actually pretty good. Like, I could pick up since, but it'll never be the same. It'll
never be relatable. Just like how the educational system needs a lot more black males, a lot more black teachers. Exactly. At the end of the day, majority of us black kids are being taught by nothing but white people, and to an extent, that's okay. You know, a good teacher is a good teacher. But the relatability between cultures, between dialect, between slang, all the little nuances that are within our particular culture will never be fully understood and streamlined and just thoroughly explained if it's not with someone who's of us. Just like a lot of white kids are able to relate and be mentored and connect with their teachers or their coaches or whatever. Yeah, because they're both fucking white. And a lot of their nuances they can relate to. And a lot of these kids who don't have dads, unfortunately, they don't have anyone to relate to. And their mom, unfortunately, or their grandma, unfortunately, don't have enough time and energy to have to really get deep into their mind of the child, because they have so much other stresses going on, like having to raise a child and provide for that child. So without that equilibrium of both people being in the home to be the disciplinarian, to be the nurturer, that kind of balance out, it's hard, because then all they have is one person who is just typically the disciplinarian, because all they do is work and provide, and so all they do is discipline them instead of really taking the time to sit down and talk and connect to the kid. And so kids are just walking around just oblivious and just angry because they don't have any true outlets of connection to someone to explain their thoughts and get things out loud.
Yeah, because the moment you start getting too passionate, you're too loud, you're too ghetto, you're upset,
right, you're bottling everything.
And just going back to the fucking labels, like, why does something have to be labeled as, oh, you're angry, I'm an angry black woman, or, oh, like, the last time I went live, not the last time I went live.
The second one. No,
Did you see the live when I had on this red? And I was just like, so I'm like, oh, so like y'all tuned in, right? And going off, and the amount of messages and responses I got, it's like, oh, people were saying,
we're praying for you.
We're praying for you, and asking if I'm on drugs, or asking how much I drank. And actually, I was just being my fucking, like, I had poured a drink, but I ain't fucking drink yet. Because it was just like,
I have some thoughts.
No, I have some thoughts. But why the moment I'm passionate, why the moment I'm talking real shit, like, everything gets negated back to what I've previously said about, like, oh, yeah, keep in mind she does have a mental illness. Or, like, oh, yeah, she might drink a little bit. Or just what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? It always gets blamed on something else, and my voice always gets negated. And honestly, like, if y'all could take everything we fucking said since we started this topic, like, that's why the fuck we're at the bottom of the barrel. One, because we don't have respect from our peers. Two, because we try to stand up for ourselves in a way that makes us comfortable. One thing that we are great at doing as black people, as African Americans, as melanated people, you know, people of color, however you want to consider yourself, you know who the fuck you are that experiences what the fuck I'm about to talk about. Like, one thing we're great about is making jokes and humor out of any fucking thing. Especially our trauma. And since we've been brought to this fuck ass country, and even fucking before, like, we've
some of us
always
already. So it does crack me up that they're always
trauma.
quick to say, yeah, I should go back to Africa. Well, before
even in Africa, they were trading us before the white people came, and that's another fucking thing people
Captain
don't
Morgan,
understand.
Be mindful every shot you take, because he was definitely a pirate, and pirates were slave traders. So just an FYI for y'all.
And but another fucking thing, black people traded their own fucking people, and just shows you from the fucking beginning we never had each other's back. But that's another.
That's why I love Nigerians, but at the same time, that's another reason why they're very prosperous, rich people. But nevertheless, I just feel like another hypocritical thing about black people internally is like the hypocrisy between black men and women. Why is it that when a black man dates outside of their either a light-skinned woman or Latina woman or a white woman, Some black women are quick to get on him, and then the men kind of defend him like, oh, when he was such and such, or when he was there, when he was where, y'all didn't care for him. Okay, be as it may. But then when a black woman dates outside, it's a problem. You can't have it both ways. You can't tell black women that she can't say shit about who you date and who you marry. But then you're quick to talk about who she's dating and who she's marrying. Prime example is Jodie Turner-Smith. That woman married Joshua Turner, who I find to be a very attractive white man from Dawson's Creek. He will always be pasty in my eyes. But nevertheless, she made it. And not only because he's white and because he's rich, because he actually fucking cares for her. It doesn't matter what color you are. But for some reason, y'all black men are quick to call her a bedwench. And like, why is she a bedwench when it's like, how many black men who are dating outside of their fucking race, but they're pro-black? I don't get it. I forget my man's name, but who did the Nat Turner movie. Great movie, got in depth with the whole story and all of that good stuff, but my man is going home to a white woman. Childish Gambino, great artist, very artistic and all of that good stuff. I love him as a musician. Love him, right, very woke with Atlanta and all of that good stuff. But he goes home to a white woman. That's not a problem. But for her to be in a bum-ass Queen and Slim and go home to her white man, it's a fucking problem. Entertainment is entertainment. You can't have it both ways. You can't be a fucking kettle and call the pot black. That's not how it works. If you're going to date who you date, you date who you date. And your job is simply your job. Her reading a role and acting in a movie has nothing to do with whom she marries and whom she loves. Yeah. Just like y'all are talking about old boy from Issa Rae's show. Everybody was drooling over him, and he's married to a fucking white woman.
So, who gives a fuck?
Who cares? Their job has nothing to do with their personal life. And the problem with people, like I've always said, is getting too in depth with these people. They are doing nothing more than playing a role and acting a goddamn part that they get paid for. That is their profession. What they do at home has absolutely nothing to do with us. For what? Why are we even worried? Are we fucking him? Are we married to him?
Are we?
Are we their boyfriend or girlfriend? So does it really matter?
I
don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So everybody just needs to chill.
Everybody just needs to fucking chill. And you know what?
Whatever they're doing in front of the camera has nothing to do when they say cut.
Period.
With a T.
With the fucking T, bitch. But you know what? That is honestly constantly my worry. Like me and Quinn, we want to record some YouTube videos. Who's
Filipino, and I love him to death. I love him to pieces.
But you know what?
Shout out to you, Quinn. You're awesome.
I know. I love my Quinny.
He's awesome.
I love my fucking Quinny. But you know, one of my biggest fears is that, say I do get too much attention, and then with him being the artist and him doing his own thing, and then, with me being his girlfriend, and we have an established relationship before we take off. Because we are going to take off. I'm speaking it into existence. We're going to take off. But one of my biggest worries is, how he is, how he acts, how he interacts with people. And I don't really go live with Quinn because he's liable to say stuff that could easily be looked like. And it's just like, no. But, but I can also get that side of it. But that's just me being, and he can too, but it's just, whatever the fuck, just who he is. Like, what the fuck comes out his mouth. Just the same with me, whatever the fuck comes out. But, at the end of the day, like, I know his heart and I know his spirit. And you know what? Quinn takes a lot of stuff.
Yeah, internally.
And he's just a good fucking person like that. And so it worries me when I'm just like, I want to do so much more stuff with you. But then I hate to be like, babe, just make sure you are careful of this and you don't do this. And then all the time, and then we try to record stuff and he's just like, I can't do it, or he doesn't feel comfortable because he feels like, and you know what, I don't know. But even throughout the duration of our relationship, because we're coming up on 4 years in April, I constantly get asked, one, like, why am I dating this Asian person? And two, why is he as old as he is? And honestly, if y'all weren't so fucking nosy, y'all wouldn't even know how old he is, because Quinn acts younger than me, and I act like an old-ass bitch.
Touche.
And he looks good as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the irony and all of that though. Remember, I still have Issa Rae's first book when she first released it because like I was her biggest.
Oh, she's talking about black.
Black
women, Asian men.
Yes, where she was like, you know, she thinks that all black women should date Filipino men because they are considered the black people of the Asian
culture, yeah.
Which is actually really true. Queen gets darker than me, but the irony in all of that, because I had the original copy before Issa Rae was fucking Issa Rae.
Yeah, when she was still on YouTube.
Yeah, like I have the original fucking logo and everything. I'm gonna, you know what? That might be a good gift to auction off one day. I you know what? I might. I put a pin on that. We're gonna see how successful we get. Maybe even successful enough for her to sign it. But then again, if she signs it, though, I might keep it. But we'll work it out. But yeah, anyway, I have one of the original copies. Like, I remember when she posted the link from YouTube. I was like, I was working at McDonald's. I took my little McDonald's check and I ordered me a book. Like, I ordered me a fucking book. But yeah, she talks about how Filipinos are the black people of the Asian community and how like all black women should just get with Filipino men. And you know what? Yeah. But at the same time, like, people get on me about my relationship.
And I have very interesting Christmas traditions. But I like it. I enjoyed it. It was my first time.
Well, not Christmas traditions. It just so happened that his brother passed around that time. So
but nevertheless.
They do that. It's
but they're still Catholic.
His
so
birthday. Oh yeah, I remember the first time he took me to church.
So yeah.
I was just like, why is everybody sipping up the same?
Good.
What are we doing?
The same goblet. Yeah. We're getting.
Why he touching my foot? Why when we walk into church you
blood and eating the body of? Isn't that cannibalism? But that's just me. Sorry.
You know, I think the first thing that threw me off was when we first walked in. Quinn, like, he kind of did this like little thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Cause he dipped his hand in this water right when we walked in, and
yeah.
I was just thinking to myself, the black person in me and the person who had the Baptist I was raised to be, the whatever, you know, coming from a black home, I wasn't exposed to that. How many people done put their hands in this water?
Everybody who comes in.
And then I watched them because we go to church on the Navy base. So I was really just like, why we all...
Everybody touches that water.
But I seen... Lord, you got me, right?
Meanwhile, as holy as the Catholics are, they're the first ones to be pedophilic. What do I know? I don't go to church.
Now...
Not anymore.
You know what?
I woke up a long time ago. Because my question is, why and how was it the only education a slave could get was reading the Bible? Why was that the only book they could read?
That's why I really want you to watch. Did you even see that first part of Harriet where they had where the people? You gotta watch. It's certain stuff that like it's not even about the movie narrative itself. It's about the scenes they choose to show, and that was
always about the scenes they choose to show.
Yeah, we've had that conversation. Nikita, don't do this. I'm trying to stay on one fucking path, bitch. One path. And here you go trying to... It's always about the shit. No, you know what the fuck I'm saying. Like...
I know, but I always gotta...
Anyway, but even... I think more so about why they chose to show that scene. And I think about what that scene could mean to someone who just blindly watches the movie to support as a white person trying to learn about African American history. And then I think about the scene from a perspective of someone like myself who looks at all sides fucking regardless.
Majority of
so why are they showing that this
scene to read were mostly based the image upon they were trying obedience, to paint? Submission. Listening to your master. And why was he called your master? I can't. I don't want any.
You know what? I just wanna because I wanna.
I don't blame anybody who believes in God. I'm not trying to.
All religions, non-believers,
every spiritual realm,
everything
path that you're on. By all means, I definitely believe in a higher power. because we didn't get here just by a breath of fresh air. We were created, that I know, but we're also spiritual beings living a human experience. But nevertheless, I just feel like, why does it have to be this particular following of religion that's basically indoctrinated into us from birth? And from a child until you become an adult, that's all you know, that's all you're taught, that's the only church you go to. You're always there about 4 or 5 days a week with choir rehearsal. You're in a dance team possibly. You're going to Bible study. You're probably in the youth ministry or the young adult ministry. And then a great deal of that is 90% women. Where the hell are the men? Yes. If we're all spiritual, why are there no men there? And if there are men there, I'm sorry, they're either already married, which is the few 5%, or they're fucking homosexual. And it is what it is, but I'm just gauging off of what I see and what I knew. And so I woke up a good time ago. I still believe in a spiritual being. Like I said, we had to be created, but I just feel like I don't believe in Christianity per se. I don't mind it. I'm not knocking it. I
personally respect everybody's religion.
Right. Like, I would never downgrade it or demean it.
I would never.
That's not my stance. I'm just telling you what I do. And when I say that, people deem it as me degrading it or demeaning it. And I'm not. I don't care what you do. Just like you don't care what I do. We're all good. If I'm a good person, you're a good person. That's really all that matters at the end of the day. If you're legit, I'm legit.
And we can all have different views. We can all be different skin colors.
Yeah, like, that's what makes it
even though I might have an opinion, about the generalized perception of white America, I still love my white people.
Right, I fuck with them all the time. Like my neighbor is fucking white. She's cool as fuck.
Yes, I'm pro-black, but that doesn't mean
I can't like other people.
I'm for everybody.
I'm for everybody.
That's black.
My name in the keyboard means victory of the people. It doesn't say of the black people. It just says of the people.
Of the motherfucking people.
So.
Of the fucking people.
That's all.
And so, honestly, I think, because honestly, this could be some episode shit in itself. So after we end this live, which like I'm trying to end it right now because I'm trying to save it.
Yeah, I think it's like midnight.
Yeah, it's almost midnight. You do have to drop back. I think we can look back. Hopefully next Thursday when we go live. First of all, episode 2, school or no school,
next Wednesday,
premiering on Wednesday. And then we're coming live for y'all next week.
Next Thursday.
For another Thirsty Thursday.
Wait for it.
Ish Happens Podcast.com.
Check it out.
Ish Happens on Anchor and Ish Happens on Spotify. Because I'm still fucking fighting with Apple and them other motherfucking platforms to stream my shit.
We're pending the other platforms.
We are pending.
Publish our podcast.
And we're working on it.
But in the interim, we have
looking
Anchor,
forward to episode 2. Thank you.
Everybody has Spotify.
Anchor and Spotify. Just Anchor and Spotify until I curse at some people.
Thank you, Mr. Ganda.
Thank you, Mr. Ganda. Because you know what? When the day I decided to try to increase the following and you know what? I really want to give you a shout out, Mr. Ganda. Because the day that I realized, like, I've been promoting the podcast on my page.
We've been struggling,
on Facebook.
Honey. My thumb's been on fire. Okay,
I was ignoring the actual Instagram for the podcast. So I was just podcast, and I was trying to follow people. And you know, just in the hope of people would be following us and hopefully the description is catchy enough or the logo is catchy enough. And he was one of the people I followed. And you know what? I want to appreciate you, Mr. Ganda.
Thank you, Mr.
Because you did send a message. You sent a DM and you were talking about how you wished us much success.
Thank you.
And you were looking forward to our episode premiering.
Thank you.
And you know what? You don't know me from a can of paint.
A hole in the wall.
But just like, you know what? Thank you. Because I didn't want to be one of those weird. This is when I start overthinking. It's just like, how many times do them random ass Chinese hair pages follow me and I don't ever follow them back? So how do I look how do I look as an account with not too many followers or
not
posts?
Too many posts.
And I'm trying to follow people. You're so welcome. Because I show genuine love. Like, I really do want to shout out. I want to give love and respect where it's due,
yeah.
And so it was just like, yo, how do I look? Like, the page don't got a lot of followers. Like, and I'm overthinking about the logo. Like, maybe it's not good enough. Maybe I need to tweak the description. I'm just following people. People might think I'm spam. Or people might be like, oh, she's just trying to build her little page up. They don't follow me back. And I was just like, you know what? Hopefully this is interesting enough. Like, please follow me back. And you know what? Not only did you follow back, but you also reached out. And I won't forget that. Like,
thank you.
As we grow, like, you're one of the ones that I just...
You won't forget.
That really did touch my heart that day. And I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Truly... indubitably appreciate that.
Yes, we do. Yes, because this was a big stepping stone for both of us. To just get out of our own way.
Yeah, and be out in the public. Like, I am the first one to say I do not like being in the forefront of anything. That's why when I sing in the background.
She's in a band, but she has a beautiful voice, and she'd rather sing background.
I'd rather just hold the fort down with the harmony and call it a day. Like, I really don't like being in the forefront. But for whatever reason, life has always taken me to a space and a place where I'm being pushed out in the front. So 2020, I'm definitely just embracing it for whatever it is and just stepping out on it. And just taking those leaps. Because like I said, you either fly or you fall. But either way, you don't know till you try.
You don't know till you try. And that's...
Thank you.
You know what? And that's just one of the things I'm just excited for. You know, even if my job getting on my nerves or, you know, just shit ain't working out. And like, because you know what? I think our podcast has the perfect fucking name. Ish fucking happens, yo.
You're welcome.
Every day, all day. Every day, all day. And, you know, I think it's perfect. But you know what? As we meet to record these episodes every week, as we put shit out, as we learn and as we grow together, you know, slowly but surely it's a stepping stone for us to get out of our own comfort zone, to get out of our own box. And, you know, just fucking do it and just see where it goes. And all we're doing is just putting our best foot forward. So we hope you tune in to next week's episode. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday first.
Our podcast.
Episode 2, School or No School. And if you haven't already streamed episode 1, how society views success versus what is success. Go ahead and view it.
Check it out.
I'm still working to have the podcast available on other platforms besides Anchor and Spotify. But right now, if you could just check out the link.
Spotify is free. You can download it and listen to it without having to stream it on your Wi-Fi. You can take your Wi-Fi.
I'm trying to reach.
In case it's not limited. You're doing great. And check it out. Spotify is free. You'll be fine. Ish Happens podcast. You can download it. You don't have to use all your unlimited Wi-Fi. You'll be fine. And there you go. And then Thursdays will be here. And then Thursday.
And you know, I'll make this one final announcement for anybody that's watching. So I am by next. I'm gonna just do Thursday because I'll do it by next Thursday so I can announce the winner.